Hey, what's good, YouTube? Shama USC here. We're gonna be doing a the importance of a jab video, but most importantly, happy holidays to everyone who's watching, to you and your family. Wish y'all Merry Christmas. It's a little bit late. I don't think I posted on Christmas. I think I posted like really late at night. But if y'all like the video, drop a like, comment, subscribe. But let's get into it. For the most part, I just want to explain to you guys how important the jab is. I know how the state the game is currently with hook spamming and everything like that, but that doesn't mean you don't want to learn your jab, That doesn't mean to just completely turn that skill off, because once they, tone down stamina a little, fix the hook hits done. Once they fix these things, the jab is going to be one of the most important strikes, if not the most important. It's very important because if you can get a lot of easy counters off it, for one, people are missing, could strike them with a jab or a body jab, like right there. We get a nice jab counter. I'm using loose footwork, to be honest, because with the hook spam, it's just unbearable, especially with guys power shotting a whole bunch now all over again. I just use loose footwork now because I have no choice, That's how these people want to play, so I'll do my own thing. I'm not going to spam power back, but I will use loose footwork. A real cool a counter jab is or to bait people into it. I think I got it from iGame You Watch. Is you do a back step and like you'll just like walk into range and you'll do a back step by holding L1 and flicking your left stick backwards. And when you get them to throw, like once you go in and you do the back step, you go forwards with the body jab. It reaches out really far and it's very fluent, especially with someone with a good jab like Sugar Ray Leonard, which is one of my favorite picks now. His high cardio distance keeper, 20% more damage on his jab. The Prince, directional striking of all sorts. So that means your check hooks, your walking forward overhands, your walking forward jabs, your retreating strikes, all do a lot of damage. Or do, I believe, 10 to 15% more. I believe so. He also has tireless, so 10% less stamina used when combination punching specifically. Which is really good because he constantly works off the jab. So, working the jab into your combos is very important. But you're going to see the counter I was talking about, like with the walk-in range, backstep into forward body jab. Like, you got to move the stick towards him, of course. And it happens like very nicely. Very smooth animation. But yeah, I hope you guys do try to learn the jab. If you guys want recommendations on good fighters for most of weight classes, you got guys like Dimitri Bivol, light heavyweight. Welterweight, you gotta have your Sugar Ray Leonard, Terrence Crawford. Lightweight, you got Terrence Crawford. Those are guys with like great jabs. I recommend only using Terrence Crawford if you guys want to win in lightweight, because it's so hard when using anyone else besides those two, besides him and Robinson. You guys have like I think like a 10-inch reach disadvantage at most. Most fighters look at that would counter him to the body once again. I'm just trying to use my jab. Sure, I've lost fights using the jab, but at the end of the day, I'm not gonna switch up the way I want to play for anybody. You know what I mean? And hopefully, you guys don't do that as well. Don't let people take you out the way you want to play the game. Because at the end of the day, it's going to take the fun out of it. And I get major enjoyment from beating people trying to spam hooks and power shots, using the jab for the most part. Jab is very, very important for finding that distance and to open up those combos. He took a little bit long skipping, so, I cut that out for y'all. But, yeah, also, it saves you a lot of stamina in the long run, especially in these early rounds, because he might have burned maybe 20-25% stamina possibly, because he's throwing a lot, especially with power. He's Terrence Crawford, low stamina rating, as we know. And, once he's low stamina and he's flat-footed, I'm going to let those power shots go. I let some go in these early rounds, very small here and there. But for the most part, you see I'm keeping control with that jab. And if you guys want to see how it scores, as long as you're winning these exchanges, like if I'm landing 2 jabs and a body hook and I keep rinsing and repeating that, and he lands 1 power shot, like he did right there, say this keeps happening over and over and over and over throughout the round. At the end of the rounds, I'm going to be winning. Because I'm going to be landing a couple jabs and a hook, and he's going to be landing like one power shot for like the 4 or 5 strikes I possibly have landed on him. So the rounds will start to get away from him. Also landing, more counters, I'm pretty sure scores higher, which we already got a counter right there, I believe, off the jab. But yeah, Sugar Ray Leonard, he has a really great jab, distance keeper, and what I love about him, he has like 95 endurance. Or like 94, very high endurance. And his movement speed is phenomenal. And I love Terrence Crawford too. I think that one's probably my favorite one because the punches and bunches and everything. So you can really stack up damage, and he's a really dangerous counter striker. Even more dangerous than Sugar Ray Leonard because he has Sting like a B2 on top of like 94 counter striking. So yeah, but I love how the jab feels, especially on guys like Sugar Ray Leonard. I love how it feels, man. It's just sad that in this game's state, the jab is very underwhelming. It doesn't interrupt many strikes, and for the most part, you just get hit with a power overhand or a power right most of the time. Look at this. We're up 3 rounds. Shutout so far. There's going to be some rounds where you guys lose, but I started really practicing and really learning to, just stop rushing to get damage back. Sometimes people land combos on me early on, and I would break character, and I would, try to get that back. And then at the end of the day, you know what it leads to? Me and him being flat-footed at like round 6. So I'm really trying to have that discipline with the jab very early in the fight. And of course, I'm working in these body shots, of course, because that'll also make his stamina drop even faster, which is what we want. If we get someone in flat foot, we're going to have like a ton of advantage. They're going to get hurt a bit easier, I'm pretty sure. And you're going to be able to corner them and pick the engagements, You're going to get to pick when you want to engage. You're not going to be forced. And also, if I'm having, look at this. If he gases out in the next 2 rounds or something, and I have like 90% stamina, I mean, I could throw like power shot combos like the next 2 rounds or like the last 2 rounds and devastate him. So if you guys are losing, 30-27, but you guys are making him miss a decent amount and working the body pretty well, getting those jabs in. The jabs, what it does is when you're working multiple jabs, and I'm doing them off center line most of the time, like 90% of the time. Not just because it's Leonard, but it also helps you not get hit while jabbing. Just moving my stick up or down as I'm jabbing so it's off center line. Gives you evasion frames. So, if people are returning like uppercuts or hooks on a certain side, you will evade it with footwork, and it'll open up the door for more counters. Yeah, but he's shouting out. He might have took that round, to be honest with you guys. I didn't really get to land that much, and he landed some more power, so he might have taken round 4. So, we're not really gonna rush, because I'm like, no, I'm up 30-27. There's no need to really do that. And if you guys also want to work the jab in, you could mix it up with body jabs on top of going in and out the pocket, backstepping, and just really changing up your rhythm on how you enter the pocket and when you engage and when you choose to stay in the pocket with him. Yeah, see, this is the hook spam I'm talking about. You get hit stunned, you can't block. I'm pretty sure you guys all experienced it. And the hooks go up pretty far as well. As pointed out by Praxis, it's, I just hope they address this with whatever update they come out with soon. But when I have games where, I'm landing on my punches and I have a lot of fun. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. Like, despite stamina and the hook stuff, as long as like all my punches and counters were landing, it felt like amazing. But it's very inconsistent. I would have some games where it feels like, did they come out with the update secretly? And then I had some games where I'm like, oh yeah, they didn't. But hey man, hopefully that comes soon for us, man. Don't think I hate the game because I complain about certain things too. Because at the end of the day, I want this game to be successful. Like, when I was landing all my punches with some of these matches I was playing earlier, I was having so much fun. Like, I couldn't stop playing. And then I had a few where I unfortunately was missing. This one was one of them too. You didn't really notice me miss too much because I'm not really a combination fighter all the time. Not until like you're hurt or later in the fight. But there's times where I try to do like a double body hook and he's standing right there and it just completely hits air. But we're still trying to enjoy the game at the end of the day. We all invested our $60 to $80, whichever edition you got or got it on sale. We all invested our money somehow, some way. So the only thing we can do is pray that it becomes a better game. Because I would love to have 2 combat sports games I'm in love with. Because I'm really in love with it, but I'm talking about to really, really enjoy playing it. But yeah, and then you got to think about it. You got Fight Night coming out. I'm hearing like 2027, 2026. So you got that, Goliath of a company. Like, yeah, look at that. Pivot, lead hook to the body. So basically, I was moving my analog stick up as I threw the lead hook. So what that does is you could throw like a hook, like while pivoting off center line. And why that did so much damage, you may ask? I believe it was a counter, so I have high counter striking, and that activates the trait called the Prince. I do 10% more damage while throwing shots in a direction. So that was a pivoting lead hook, which does more damage. I would use those more, but like I said, there's, the issue of punch accuracy, so it's harder to land those, It's hard to land one standing still, so, landing punches while you're moving is a lot harder, so I don't throw them as often. But yeah, you see, we're already in his head, living rent free, For the most part, like, that's another thing about the jab and just patience in general. Look at that flat foot. I wasn't going to engage for the rest of the round, but I saw he was flat footed, so I'm going to take the opportunity to do? I'm going to take the time to light up his body a little bit. So to make sure he comes in next round flat-footed. And look at that. With that instinct, we drop him with a disgusting power shots to the body. And we're going to rip them. At the end of the day, he was spamming a lot of power on us, and we haven't thrown any. We were saving that stamina for this point in the fight right here. And that's when he is gassed. He's not going to be able to throw much back at all. And if he starts doing that too much, that's just going to go downhill. He's about to get a big taste of his medicine because now he has no stamina for the most. He's probably around 30% stamina. We're going to start ripping to his body. Careless. It's round 7, And look at that. We drop him instantly. Yeah, he's going to get his taunts right back. Since we have all this stamina, might as well, we're going to go in for the finish. We're going to go in for the kill because, we come here to finish at the end of the day for the most part. Especially people who taunting us, we got to get our finish. Yeah, we're going to rip to the body. We're going to go up top. I don't care. We just throwing them. Yeah, we throwing them. I don't care. Reckless with it. I don't care. You going down. You knock him down again. Respect to my opponent, though. It's only a game. We having fun. Some people just don't know how to play the game, so I can't say, oh, this guy's an exploiter. Like, he's just trying to throw stuff and hit me. And, for all I know, he's just a casual gamer that doesn't understand what's broken and what's not. He's just doing what's done to him. So, yeah, look at that. Boom. Drop him again. Nasty drop. We're going crazy on the power, but we're going in for that finish. That's when you guys want to start really throwing that power. And this is all because of the jab. The jab let us save all that stamina. And look at that. We get the KO. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do upload daily content. Probably going to upload a USC video later on, so hope y'all tune in.